right, so once again, Bob Shalom, we're going to go into angels and spirits tonight. Very much needed. We get Colossians 3:17, get right into it. Welcome everybody on the phone conference and those that are here. See the wisdom we got next. Shalom Mashiach Yahushua.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do, in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Right, so all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, Mashiach Yahushua. We give thanks to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob forever for allowing us to come together and allowing us to have this day, point blank, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Let's get Isaiah 54 and 17.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
That's right. So no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Those that's in the faith, those that believe in the word of the Most High, those that live it, learn it, live it, and apply it in their life, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, read, thou
shalt condemn.
Thou shalt condemn. It's going to be condemned. So a lot of things going to come up against you in judgment. You know, false judgments, not understanding things, they're going to be condemned. They're going to be condemned, and their word's going to be condemned because it's not going to stand. It's not going to stand in righteousness. We're looking at righteousness, what's right and what's wrong. Simple as that. Go ahead.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Most High Mashiach Yahushua.
This is the heritage of the servants who are the children of Israel, of the Most High, and the Mashiach Yahushua. Read.
And their righteousness is of me, said the Most High.
That's right. Our righteousness is of the Most High. That's what he's letting us know. But see, most people don't realize, and the servants are the children of Israel. Point blank. No more, no less. When you look at Isaiah 44 and 1. Now go to 21. Just go to Isaiah 44, 21. Just go right to the point, because you can go to 1 and 2, then we jump to 21. So just go to verse 21. Cover it straight in the spirit, right to the point.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel.
So Jacob and Israel, read.
For thou art my servant.
There it is. So Israel is the servant of the Most High. So it's taking the heritage of the servants of the Most High are Israel, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. So look at we're going to go back and forth. We're going to go from regular angels to death angels, evil angels, all kind of angels. We're just going to deal with spirits because it's needed. Genesis 1 and 1.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, the Elohim created the heaven and the earth.
Right. So get Ephesians 3 and 9. So in the beginning, nothing before the beginning, the Most High and the angels created the heavens and the earth. Because everything is a spirit at this time. Man has not been created, but let's see who was created. Get Revelation 3:14 first, then Ephesians 3 and 9, so we understand the order of things, how everything came into being.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 14. And unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, these things said Mashiach Yahushua, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of the Most High.
So Hamashiach Yahushua is the beginning of the creation of the Most High. Now once the Most High created Hamashiach Yahushua, go to Revelation. Remember, he's a spirit. He created him as an angel, a spirit. Now read Ephesians 3 and 9.
Ephesians chapter 3, verse 9. And to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world had been hid in the Most High, who created all things by Hamashiach Yahushua.
Right, so the Most High created all things by Hamashiach Yahushua. Colossians 1 and 14. So the Most High created Hamashiach Yahushua, and the Hamashiach Yahushua, through the power of the Most High, created everything else. All things. Read that.
Colossians chapter 3.
Colossians 1 and 14.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 14. In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
Right. And that's Hamashiach Yahushua. We have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins. Now hold that, get Acts 30, no, Acts 5, 30 and 31, so you understand who this forgiveness of sins was given to. Point blank, without a shadow of doubt. Read.
Acts chapter 5, verse 30. The power of our fathers raised up Hamashiach Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath the Most High exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
There it is. So, only to the Israelites, if you're an Israelite, his blood was shed for the forgiveness of sins. So now, that we understand that, go back to Colossians 1 and 15.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 15.
Talking about Hamashiach Yahushua, what it say?
Who is the image of the invisible power?
So Hamashiach Yahushua is the image of the invisible power. Read.
The firstborn of every creature.
The firstborn of every creature. That's why we went to every creature. That's why we went to Revelation 3:14. So when you look at this, he says the image of the invisible power. So get invisible. So he's the image of an invisible power. So he would have to be invisible as a spirit too. You see what I'm saying? So he's the image of, and his characteristic, everything that we'll get John 14 and 8. When Philip asked him about showing him the Father, satisfying. Look what he said.
St. John chapter 14, verse 8. Philip said unto him, Mashiach, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us.
Well, he said, show us the Father, and it will satisfy us. Go ahead.
And Mashiach said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father.
There it is. He that hath seen the Mashiach Yahushua hath seen the Father. Everything that he brought forth was from the Most High. It wasn't his own words that he spoke. It wasn't his own. Actually, he said he did the things that he seen the Father do. So those that don't believe in him don't believe in the Most High, really. Go back to Colossians 1 and 16.
Colossians chapter 1, verse 16.
Right.
For by him were all things created.
Right. For by Hamashiach Yahushua were all things created. Read.
That are in heaven.
The things that are in heaven. Read.
That are in the earth.
The things that are in earth.
Visible.
Created by Hamashiach Yahushua. Read.
Visible.
Visible. The things that you can actually see. Read.
And invisible.
And invisible. That's why I say he is in the image of who? The invisible power. the Most High. So he created things through the Most High that's visible, that you can see, and things that are invisible. That's another level. Read.
Whether they be thrones, or dominions, or principalities, or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
Right. So all things were created by him and for him. Read.
And he is before all things.
He is before all things. Read.
And by him all things consist.
Right. And by him all things consist, because the Most High created everything through him. Get Hebrews, the first chapter, and read verse 1. Hebrews, first chapter, verse 1.
Hebrews 1 verse 1.
Right.
The Most High, Yahweh, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Right. So the Most High, Yahweh, through the Spirit, who at different times, in different manners, spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets. What fathers? The fathers of our forefathers of the Israelites by the prophets. That's why we have the prophets, right? Go ahead.
Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
So in these last days, he's speaking to us through Hamashiach Yahushua. Read.
Whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the world.
So by whom also he made the worlds, just like we just read. And we're reading over and over again. It's not going to contradict itself. Jump to verse 8. Read on verse 7.
And of the angels,
No, read verse 6.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 6.
Time.
And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world.
So he brought in Hamashiach Yahushua, who was the first begotten of the Most High. When he brought him into the world, as we read about in Revelation 3:14, the first begotten of the Most High. Read.
He said
to him what?
And let all the angels of the Most High worship him.
So he said, let all the angels of the Most High worship. That's why I said everything's made by him and for him. So he said, let all the angels who are spirits of the Most High worship him. Get that in Psalms 104. Hold that, get Psalms 104 and 4. So you see that it might say angels or it might say spirits, but it's the same entity. Psalms 104 and 4. Defining that the angels are spirits. The spirits are angels, whether visible or invisible.
Psalm chapter 104 verse 4. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire.
Right, so he maketh angel spirits, his ministers of flaming fire. So we know that fire represents the word of the Most High. So the angels are the ministers of the Most High, whether on the right side or the left side. They still minister in his judgment. Whatever it is that he wants to do, his judgment or his blessings. That's what they do. Let's go back to Colossians. Now Hebrews.
Hebrews
7.
chapter 1 verse 7. And of the angels he said, who maketh his angels spirits.
So we just read that. He maketh his angel spirits. So they getting it from the old scrolls. He maketh his angel spirits. Read.
And his ministers a flame of fire.
Right, and his ministers a flame of fire. This is what he does. And we understand that flame of fire represents what? His word. When you go to what? Jeremiah 23 and 29. Jeremiah 23 and 29. To prove what this fire is. Because it's like hip talk, but you got to know what he's talking about from what he explains what it is. He gives you the clear indication and understanding of what he's talking about. Read this.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 29.
Right.
Is not my word like as a fire?
So his word is like as a fire. Read.
Saith the Most High.
Uh-huh.
And like a hammer that breaketh his rock in pieces.
That breaketh the rock in pieces. That's right. So they're bringing forth, the minister is going to bring what? Bring forth the word of the Most High. Give the understanding of the Most High. His word. Let's go back to Hebrews. Verse 8.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 8. But unto the Son he said.
Now unto the Son he says, who is a spirit, when he made him, as a spirit, an angel, read.
Thy throne, O Most High, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy, that's like a scepter.
So I mean, we've been over this before. That's to the Son he said. So the Most High is saying this. So you read it out of context. So read that right.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 8. But unto the Son he said, Thy throne, O Mashiach, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom.
Right. So the Most High told the Mashiach Yahushai, thy throne, meaning his power, wisdom, and authority, is forever and ever. A scepter meaning power, wisdom, and authority. His authority of righteousness is a scepter of the kingdom, of his kingdom, Mashiach Yahushai kingdom. Read.
Thou hast loved righteousness.
Thou hast loved righteousness, read.
And hated iniquity.
And hated wickedness. See, he loved righteousness, and that's how you're going to be Mashiach. He said you're going to love righteousness, and you're going to hate iniquity. You got a right to hate wickedness and those things that are not righteous. Because that's how what he did. He said, what did he say? Thou hast what?
Love righteousness.
Love righteousness. And what?
Hated iniquity.
And he hated iniquity. Things that are wicked. Read it like it's written.
Therefore, God, even thy God.
So look, therefore, God, even thy God. So the Most High have a power? That's two gods right there. Say, therefore, Most High, even thy power? No. Therefore, Mashiach Yahushai, who is called God by who? The Most High. Even your power. Even, therefore, the Most High, Mashiach Yahushai, power, read.
Hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
So Mashiach Yahushai was elevated above all angels. Read.
And now, Mashiach Yahushai, Most High Mashiach Yahushai, in the beginning has laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hands.
Right, so this is what has happened. This is what he done, what the Most High has done. Go back to Colossians. Read verse 18.
Colossians chapter 1 verse 18. And he is the head of the body.
Mashiach Yahushua is the head of the body, read.
The church.
The church, who is the children of Israel, read.
Who is the beginning.
He was from the beginning. We going back to the beginning, read.
The firstborn from the dead.
Firstborn to be raised up from the dead on the third day to live forever, read.
That in all things he might have the preeminence.
That's right. In all things he may be exalted and have the preeminence to be illuminated. Read.
For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell.
Right. It pleased the Most High to bring all the fullness that he have within the Mashiach Yahushua. So, give me John the first chapter, the first verse. John 1:1. So many people misread this particular scripture with no understanding of how it's written to understand it. Because we just read how the Most High called Hamashiach Yahushai God, right? So let's read this. Read it the way it's supposed to be written, the way it's supposed to be understood.
St. John chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was Hamashiach Yahushai.
Right. So it says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So we just read how the Most High called Hamashiach Yahushai what? God. We just read that in the Spirit. So In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was Hamashiach Yahushai. Read.
The same was in the beginning with the Most
See,
High.
the same was in the beginning with the Most High, because he was the first begotten Son of the Most High. Verse 3.
All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
Right, so all things were made by Hamashiach Yahushai. Without Hamashiach Yahushai wasn't anything made that was made through the power of the Most High. Now let's go back to Genesis 1 and 1. Now that we went through all of that, now, because it's like, it didn't tell us in the beginning, it didn't tell us all that we just read. It just said in the beginning that you can read it. Read it from start from Genesis 1 and 1. You know what I mean? We went through all of that to get an understanding of what this is talking about. Read.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 1.
Right.
In the beginning, the Elohim created the heaven and the earth.
So in the beginning, the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushai, the angels created the heaven and the earth. Read.
And the earth was without form.
Earth was without form. Read.
And void.
Void. Nothing. Read.
And darkness was on the face of the deep.
Darkness was upon the face of the deep. Go ahead.
And the Spirit of the Most High, Mashiach moved upon the face of the waters.
So the Spirit of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushai moved upon the face of the waters. Okay? Everything comes from the waters. Even from man. It's still considered from the waters. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the Most High, Mashiach said, let there be light.
So there was, this not talking about the sun. It said, let there be light. Right? It's like, you'll see the light, it's dark now, but there'll be light, before you even see the sun. Read? Let there be light. Read?
And there was light.
And there was light. Read?
And the Most High, Mashiach saw the light, that it was good.
Yeah, saw the light, that it was good. Read?
And the Most High, Mashiach divided the light from the darkness.
So remember, it was already dark. So he divided the light from the darkness. So half was light, half was dark. Read?
And the Most High, Mashiach called the light day.
So he called the light day. Read?
And the darkness he called night.
The darkness he called night. Now this has nothing to do with the sun and the moon and the stars, because they're not created yet. Read?
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
So the evening and the morning were the first day. Read?
And the Most High, Mashiach said.
So this is why we determined that the evening to the morning to the morning to the next day, evening to evening is a day, rather than from 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock that they changed it, in Esau's world. And then people get all twisted up when you start talking about we're not dealing with the Julian calendar. We just dealing with from evening to evening. See what I'm saying? So they be still twisted up about the Julian calendar when we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with from evening to evening, according to the moon cycle, except for we're not, using that to deal with this 7th-day Sabbath. Read?
Verse 6. And the Most High, Mashiach said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
Right, so remember there's water. There's nothing but water, because the majority of the earth is water. 3/4 of the earth is water. So he divided the waters from the waters to develop this firmament from the waters. Read?
And the Most High, Mashiach made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
Right, so he divided the firmament, the waters which were above the firmament from the waters that was beneath the firmament, which is the sky, the ozone layer. Read?
And it was so.
It was so. Go ahead.
And the Most High, Mashiach called the firmament heaven.
So that's one heaven, the firmament, which is the sky or the ozone layer. He called it heaven, not the heaven that he dwells in.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he called that heaven because there's 3 heavens. Where the Most High dwell in the angels, the sky or the ozone layer, the firmament as he called it here, and heaven on earth. Power and authority on the earth is considered heaven. Read?
And the evening and the morning were the second day.
So the evening and the morning were the second day. Now, what is this talking about? Get 2 Peter 3 and 8. To let you know that this evening and morning was the second day. What is this to the Most High? So you understand this didn't happen over no 24-hour period. Let's see what happened during this time while you look at how the Most High does things and how his time is equated according to the scriptures. Let's read it.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
So the Most High even call you ignorant. He say, don't be ignorant, don't be not knowing of this one thing. Because most people are. That's why he put it there. Read.
That one day is with the Most High, as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
So this took 1,000 years for this one day to happen, from evening to morning. That took 1,000 years for him to create light in the darkness, and the firmament. It was 1,000 years that it was taken to do all these things. Go back to Genesis, the first chapter, and read verse 14 and 15.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And the Most High said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years.
Right. So now he's starting to bring these lights in the firmament, which is the sky, or the ozone layer. We went into verse 14. This is not on the first day, the second day, the third day. Let's see when it is. Go ahead.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
Right. So he created these things for signs and for seasons and for days and years that we can count by. Go ahead.
And the Most High made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
So he made the greater lights. He made two great lights. That's the sun to rule in the day, and the moon, the lesser light, which the moon is smaller, way smaller than the sun, to rule at night. He made the stars also. Okay, go ahead.
And the Most High,
go ahead.
And the Most High set them in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth.
Right. So he set them in the sky. That's the sky. When we say firmament, it's talking about the sky, the ozone layer, to give light upon the earth. Read.
And to rule over the day and over the night.
Right. So remember, light was already here.
Right.
Day was already here. Right? And night was already here, and darkness was already here. He already created that. So he made the sun to rule over the day and the moon to rule over the night, which is the lesser entity than the sun. Read.
And to divide the light from the darkness. And the Most High saw that it was good.
Right. To divide the light from the darkness. Read.
And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Right. So this is the 4,000th year that he created the sun, the moon, and the stars. So let's look at Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 43, 9 and 10.
What was that again?
Ecclesiasticus 43, 9 and 10. Just so you know, that because people talking about they see shooting stars, you heard that before, falling stars and all of that. Let's see. Because we just read about he put the stars in the firmament in the sky, right? Let's see what it is that happens with them.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 43, verse 9. The beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, and ornament giving light in the highest places of the Most High.
That's right. The beauty of heaven, the glory of stars. You see the stars, different constellations that they make. Most High have made, giving light in the highest places of the Most High. Read.
At the commandment of the Holy One, they will stand in their order and never faint in their watches.
Right, so let you know that they always going to be there in the order of the Most High where he put them at. We just read about the Most High put them in there. You can look outside and you see one star that you see up in the sky, and you go out there every night, that star going to be right there. Unless it be fog or smog and all this, so you can't see the sky, but that star's going to be right there every night. They don't move. Most High made them to be that way, in their order.
It's like they say, with the sun revolves on the earth. That's what they said. The sun revolves on the earth. Did they say that?
No, earth revolves around the sun.
Yeah, something.
Get Matthew the 2nd chapter and verse 1. Matthew 2 and 1.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 1. Now when Amashiyah was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem.
Right, so when Mashiach was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east of Jerusalem. They didn't say 3 wise men like they be showing in these dang on plays and like they show on TV. It said wise men.
Yeah.
They'll never say those 3 wise men. They came from the east of Jerusalem. Read.
Saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
Where is he that's born king of the Jews? Read.
For we have seen his star.
We have seen what?
His star.
We have seen his star. Read.
In the east.
So they seen a chariot, which is like a star in the east. Read.
And are come to worship him.
So they come to worship him. Okay, verse 9.
Matthew chapter 2, verse 9. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was.
Right, so that star is moving. It's called a star, but it's moving. So could a star be moving? Really, a star that the Most High put in the sky in the beginning that we just read about? Could it move like they say in here? Can it?